a great sound when the engine gets fired up alongside crew chief Steve Letard. I'm Rick Allen. Climb up that area of the track.
And we're so glad to be here, Rick, and excited to be here. You talk about that climb, 125 feet worth from the bottom of turn number 2 to the top of turn number 4. Quite the elevation change as these drivers make
going up the hill. First off, the reason that we call it the S's are because they are just that. It's a series of left-right turns. It looks like the letter S linked together. You're going to see Matt Bagley over there. Then as they head up the hill, they're going to go to what they call the inner loop or the bus stop. They call that because it actually looks like you're pulling over to stop the bus, just like Mr. Swafford that picks up my daughter for school. Now, if you miss that turn, you got to come to a complete stop. Then you head up through the carousel. They call it that because it's just like the carousel you used to ride as a kid at the fair. The real question is, are you going to pick the horse that looks like a real horse or maybe a tiger, or are you going to end up looking like a donkey coming out of there sideways?
Go through the carousel. Oh! Denny Hamlin checks up, and all the field has to check up behind him as they come out of the carousel.
Not sure there went a little bit of contact there, Junior. Martin Truex Jr. has used all of this momentum to catch on these guys all the way up to third, caught them side by side, up through the S's, took advantage of them. Now he's on attack, trying to take a route. Trouble right in front of me. Joey Logano in the sand, did not make contact. Keeps rolling, he's going to stay on that path to keep him getting buried in the sand. Still keeps the car rolling, no contact. He's going to be okay. Just lost line of track position.
Looking to the inside of drag races. They come to the finish line. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Hamlin. Nose is just in front of Elliott. And again, every point matters.
Right under the monster logo. You're going to see this thing bouncing around in there as he goes through the interloop. That's pretty much renders that thing useless. I mean, it's nothing he can use. He won't be able to see as guys are starting to challenge him.
But he's going to have to go by, as we mentioned, maybe the most popular driver in NASCAR right now. Well, he is #1 with that fan right there. That's a nice sunburn. And look out, the gun got pulled off of the 11. There is a crazy tire now coming across pit road.
There's equipment everywhere.
Yeah, equipment.
I see at least one gas can that looks broken.
The 11 team, we saw the tire changer. Looks like the hose got caught underneath the car when he was pulling away. See, now he gets run over there.
So we talked about doing pit stops back, but the tire gets that guy right there. Oh my goodness. Brad's trying to leave because he's taking fuel only, so he's trying to get out of there. The jackman drops the drag, but the tire goes away and the gun gets pulled out of his hand. We're also hearing that the 9 of Chase Elliott had issue. Here's Chase right here in his stall. Woo! That's safe. Man.
It's different for these crews, and it's definitely dangerous.
Oh, yeah. He's getting past by Denny Hamlin, who's been coming through the back of the field. Just turns him around in the center of the interloop. Just probably doesn't make any contact here. Long slide there. He's hoping he don't hit nothing. Denny's been working his way just like Kyle Busch from the back of the field, and got to be aggressive to make them pass.
Sixth position. And around goes Eric Almirola. He had a little contact.
You're going to the 10.
Almirola in turn 7 gets turned around and backs the 10 into the wall. Caution will come out.
Caution.
So aggressive early on.
48 in the damage. That's going to make the playoff picture tight. Only 100 or so above the playoff line. And here's what happened. The 47 of Edge Allmendinger, kind of a dive bomb move. That's a tough spot. Sometimes the spotters can't see it, can't tell you're there. Really the same thing we saw happen to Eric Almirola earlier in the day. 47 gets in here pretty deep. You see he's on the curve, nowhere to go. Makes contact with the 48, sending him into the wall. Guaranteed there'll be a differencing of opinion on whether that was a good move or not. As we see the 78 of Truex continue to pressure the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Here they come out of the interloop. It's been about the same distance right here. There's times on the racetrack where Truex can close on the 9, but Elliott will gain.
Presented by Credit One Bank. 7 turns. He just needs to do 7 turns perfectly at Watkins Glen to grab his first career win. He goes wild.
Fans jumping up and down, yelling, screaming, losing their minds here at Watkins Glen. Can Elliott hang on? He's back to 2 car lengths in front of Truex as they leave the S's for the final time.
Almost giving up the lead in turn 1, but he's now got another comfortable lead as he breaks into the inner loop. Martin Truex charges hard.
Chase Elliott comes out of turn number 7. The crowd roars. They're going to see for the first time Chase Elliott win in the Monster Energy Cup Series.
Excellent. Yeah, baby, yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, yeah. Brother. God, you're the man. Super proud of you. Super proud of you, boy. Hell yeah, baby, yeah.
The Monster Energy Cup Series for the first time. Let's go to the winning crew chief. Oh, take a look at this. How about this? A 7-time champion. He's going to give him a push. His teammate at Hendrick Motorsports, and again, as I mentioned earlier, 250 wins for Hendrick Motorsports. And the 250th coming at the hands of Chase Elliott. How about that?